Hey, folk, fries and onion rings, the best onion rings in the Charleston Low Country, as far as I'm concerned. And I know that this reporter has tried it, is here now. It goes just about every day and eats here at Roberts. I can testify it is great food, and you won't go wrong going to their barbecue. It's mustard base. So if you're a fan of mustard base and like barbecue, this is your place. They also have Oreo shakes too and pineapple shake. So if you like that, go to robertsbarbecue.com. They're on the internet, and you can also see their menu on there. So if you need something, you can also call in your order ahead and come by and pick up your order. We got a new customers too. Telluride, when we take Telluride can testify that they like it too because they come in and also buy food here. So it's a great place to do it. So I urge people to come to Robert's Barbecue and buy their food. It is 4 to 5 stars as far as I'm concerned. You can't go wrong when you do Robert's Barbecue. Okay, Urban Myers. Urban Myers has not been proven to do anything wrong. If this is true about the case, then the guy that beat up his wife should be under the prison back in 2009. Back in the day, I guess it was all about winning, and it shouldn't have been the case. He should have been reported to through chain of command. And it's the same way in every company, in the military, whatever. Use chain of command, folks, if you and tell the truth. Don't go high and sub. But the upper management back in the past, this was an event that was already known. I mean, they know this dude beat up his wife and girlfriends or whatever. I mean, his soul needs saving. Is a den of sin. He needs to go get his soul saved because you don't beat up your wife. I haven't beat up my wife in 21 years and I'm very happy still. I'm 61 years old going on 62. And we've been married 21 years and I have not yet touched the wife in that regard. I don't think it's a thing that needs to be a crime. It needs to be a serious crime. It needs to go on your record if you do this. And you should go under the jail, and then legal suits and stuff should come ahead. You don't do this stuff to a lady. It's not an officer and a gentleman. I could say it to myself, for I have an honor and integrity that I was a colonel in the United States National Guard, and I would not do it because I can hurt somebody. I'm trained to hurt somebody. And I know for a fact that you are an officer and a gentleman. And you have to be a man before you be a gentleman. If somebody beats up a lady, they are not a man. Before they're not even a gentleman. They're an animal. So therefore, he should be in jail. And for Urban Myers to do a stupid thing and hold his hand, I guess is showing true loyal friendship. And he knows what he's doing on the field, I guess. But to me, it's stupid. Urban Myers is a great coach. And here we go. Another coach has ruined his career over domestic dispute problems that this husband has not performed his duties and he does not have any honor or integrity. If this story is true now, folks, we judge or ye shall be judged. Okay? For you gotta be calm about this, fans. Don't judge so fast. It's alleged, okay? It's not a fact yet. It's still being investigated. If it becomes true, then he deserves everything he gets, Urban Myers, and he needs to get a new life and not coach anymore. And I don't know what's going on between the Yankees, but they going down the toilet right now, and they need to hurry up. Here we are at the month of August, and they lost to the Mets, who are having this lot of problems in their office. And here we go, and we got the Yankees. We got the Yankees now losing to the Mets. Something's going on here with the Subway Series, and I know that this reporter thinks there's something going on in both offices. There's dissension in the ranks, and in the military, you just don't have this. You have to have a happy company. Everybody's got to work in sync as a team. In the military, same thing. Work together as a team. So, with my years of experience in maneuvers and facing combat and gunfire and explosions, we depend on each other. And I, as a colonel, lead my men and make sure that they're safe and get everything that they need to perform their task. Each man has a task to do, and each man is like a radio man or a recon and other things. But when the job's done, you get a pat on the back. Job well done. That's the same thing in football. When you do the X's and O's, it's just like warfare. And folks, I'm tired of all the concern. Oh, the poor people get hurt. Oh, you get concussion. Hey, this is football. I mean, I played when I was a kid. I played on the concrete. I was quarterback too. So I know how to get hit and know how to land on a concrete slab. I mean, this is dumb. This is dumb. I mean, you coddle football. Now everybody's turned into soccer. Soccer, as far as I'm concerned, is not football. You know? And soccer is a foreign sport. Excuse me. I mean, to me, it's just like football. I mean, but no way near the action football carries. I mean, like the NFL or college football. College football and the NFL is hitting, is action. It's not like stupid soccer. Soccer to me is like sissy football. Rugby is football. It is really hard knocking football. They don't wear helmets. They don't wear pads. They're big dudes. They go out there and play. They get bloody noses. They get broken teeth. I mean, hollering about concussions. I mean, they've been having concussions years ago. It ain't hurt nobody. They've been having that since the 70s, the 60s. I mean, even in the old days, they used to just have a helmet that covered the skull. They didn't even have no shield in front. I mean, are we babies and sissies now? I mean, this is stupid. I mean, protection goes so far. They know what they're getting into with that kind of money. And if they coddle that too far, that money go down. People are not going to pay hard-earned money, high-priced tickets to go into a pro game and see a bunch of sissies dancing on the field. This is not going to work. It's hard-hitting. It's always been hard-hitting since the invention of football. I mean, I just can't. I think I'm in another dimension, and I want to get out. It's not third dimension. It's some other dimension in sports. Everything is run stupid. I mean, worry about stupid concussions, even in racing, stupid concussion. I mean, every sport could become sissified. I mean, men are not men. They turn into wearing dresses and panties, you know. They're not what they're supposed to be. Football is hard hitting. It is not dribbling a football like a soccer ball. Come on. It's what they get into. College football, same way. As far as players getting paid, no. You don't pay college players. Sure, they take risk. Don't they get a free scholarship? Sure, if they need food, their parents supposed to send the money, right? They pay for their food. I mean, they not supposed to get paid. They get paid when they get in the NFL, when they prove they're good enough to play in the NFL. You got players that sit on the bench. They get paid? I don't think they earn the pay. So, as far as I'm concerned, players should not be paid in college. They know what they're getting into. Other players they get no pay in college because if you get paid playing football, then basketball's next, and nobody gets hurt too bad in basketball until they get in the NBA. In other sports, they can't discriminate. So that's going to cost the college a lot of money. Then congratulations to Will Muschamp and company. They've proven to have a big building that's training headquarters, this conference room with a meeting place. I mean, it's supposed to be a beautiful complex. This reporter hopes to visit Columbia and go to my old alma mater and interview the players and stuff later, and hopefully you folks out there, that's what we're raising money for, to get a vehicle and the drivers, so that Sports Buzz can go to different sites and interview players for you folks and get their input on the new facility and lifting weights, preparing to gain weight, muscle weight, and get out there and play a good game. They went 9 wins last season. They should get 10 or better wins this season, at least 12, maybe lose Clemson. But we stayed in with Clemson last season. Maybe we'll beat them this season, and we'll gain a win back that we've lost 2 or 3. But this season, this is our season. Deebo Samuel's back, and he can look down the field where the play is made to be, and he can go down and score a touchdown. He's expected over to be 65 touchdowns for the season, or 70. So we expected now to win handsomely, at least 12 wins. And I'm not the only reporter to say this. For this reporter has always seen it last summer that the Gamecocks is up and coming, and they should win 12 games, if not 13. For they got the best facility. Clemson's not the only one. And one neighbor can't outdo the other neighbor. If one gets a BMW, the other one gets a Cadillac. So this is not, new to me. Each school's going to outdo the other school. This is a A1 class training facility, and it should be great. I look forward to going down there and doing interviews and looking at the media room and trying to do what, a reporter should do. This is why we raise the money to get a van, an SUV, so that way this blind reporter can visit the facilities and interview the players and do a report for you guys. And also, if you know Channel 542 with Scotty Osborne is 4, Bobby Harden is not the only one. This one's going to be up and coming. Sports Buzz will be a hit. And I know you folks out there, you got dollars. If you could buy Star Wars junk for hundreds of thousands of dollars, let's support Sports Buzz and get an SUV. We got to get away from Telluride. This reporter has gotten some horror stories to tell you about Telluride. Telluride does not look out for your safety. They might have better drivers, but still, they have improved. We would, like this morning in the pouring down rain, we got wet because we had to wait and wait and wait, and we had to stand in the pond in front of our gate. And that's like this and all over North Charleston. And the drainage in this area is very poor. It's not being cleaned out. I don't know what they do over there in City Hall. I think they must sit on their ass and just not do a thing. They got probably corpus delicti in the sewage drain. That's probably why they can't find some bodies out there. People are missing too. And they haven't been in the drain since the beginning of the Civil War. So I don't think that they're doing their job in the city of North Charleston. They got to do better than this. Their drainage is stopped up. It was flooded this morning for a little rainstorm. And this is ridiculous. And the roads are messed up. Then they go up on the gas. They're not going to fix these roads. These roads have been messed up for at least 10 years. And they just stealing the money out of the cookie jar. So this reporter is going to look forward to traveling a lot. It's going to do a report, but this reporter is going to go live to these places and interview these players and sports figures and coaches. Sports Buzz is going to do its thing and knock Phil Kornblue out of the ballpark, as well as Bobby Harding. And Sports Buzz is up and coming, and it is an excellent product. We are also going to try to do NASCAR and get NASCAR a spurt in the arm, because they really need some help, and hopefully they can get their act together and get tickets prices and get seatings and get Darlington and everything back to shape. And I just hope that racing and NASCAR can get together. And also the incident July the 7th that this reporter has seen is still ongoing. My attorney, Marley, from Wigger Law Firm, is still looking into the cabs about why they won't pick up Morgan. She's a sweet dog. She's also well kept, and it was witnessed by Sam's Wholesale. They known us for a long time, and I'm tired of the cab industry, like North Area and Yellow Cab, not picking up Dolly and I. We've been suffering with this even before she met me. And her dogs has always been well kept. And sometimes her second guide dog, Riley, had an allergy problem, and it also smells sometimes. But Morgan, there's nothing wrong with her, and she's well kept, and it's been witnessed by people at Sam's. Oh. But cab drivers has not picked us up for Morgan, and they're saying, oh, we're scared. They don't have the right not to do this under the American Disabilities Act. They are supposed to pick up my wife and her guide dog. She has a right to work her dog, for this is her eyes, and this is her way of being independent. My book, God's Eyes, is an illustration of this. And the book is what my memoir on how I became blind, and also acquired Bailey. Bailey passed away in 2014, and she passed away on Santo de Mayo Day. And I know the deal with when I suffered with Bailey. I've lost Bailey, and every time Santo de Mayo Day comes, it's a sad event for me. But I just want to let you guys know that this reporter is going to fight these cab companies, and Yellow Cab is crooked. They charge you before you go in the back of the cab. They charge you and plus the fare. I think a lot of these cab drivers are charging too much, and they gonna find out they are overcharging. They are a crooked industry, and it's gonna be uncovered by this reporter. I'm gonna fight these cabs tooth and nail, and each one is going under the prison for overcharging their cab fees. And I know for a fact that I will close these cabs down, and I'm going to get my own car, my own driver, and we're going to do our own thing. We're going to get away from Horror Ride. Telluride is a horror movie ready to happen. We've been almost in wrecks. The drivers are inefficient. The dispatchers are inefficient. They always wreck. They're so very unsafe, but folks, this is the only avenue that we have, because we have a right to get our groceries and get products as well. But they're not safe. They don't look out for the blind people, and they are not, they don't even look out for you. And I have been out in the middle of the street, they haven't looked out for me, so I know. And I'm surprised I didn't get run over, but that's good. Um, Jesus, for thou art with me. And I just know he's protecting and watching how ugly the world is. And I will get even. I don't promise. I don't threat. I promise. These cab companies will get even. For I will lay 2 tons of brick on those cab companies, for they don't know what strain they put the wife through. Okay, let's say it was snowing in the winter. It was nice all day, but she'd been waiting. At night it started snowing, and she ain't been picked up yet. How would you guys feel if you were going to be abandoned? Okay, so it is not right, and I hope you guys listening to this and see that it isn't right for cab companies not to be able to pick up my wife because she has her guide dog. This community needs to read my book, God's Eyes, and this whole country needs to buy the book. It is a good read. It will detail what a guide dog is for. For a guide dog is for a blind person to be independent, to be able to get to curbs and go around obstacles and everything. And I know that for a fact that a guide dog is for a person's eyes that are blind, that helps the person blind to be more independent. And again, God's eyes will help. And I just know that in faith that you guys will buy the book and read it. And I know that it will be a great read. And your children are ready to go to school during the summer should be in a reading program. And I hope people will turn to Jesus and remember that Jesus will solve a Christian. Try to love one another. Don't fight and get all aggravated. And I know that so I just know that this reporter under YouTube and Yellow Cab are crooked in North Charleston, South Carolina, and they will bear the brunt of punishment. And Urban Myers will get his punishment, but it's alleged, so let's don't judge. For ye shall be judged. And don't listen to Bobby Hart, and he picks on me and puts me down and stuff. But this Sports Buzz reporter is going to beat them in their own game. And Bobby needs to quit drinking, and that way he'll be on the air pretty good. And he may be taking them pills and not be good with the alcohol. So I just thought I'd tell y'all what was going on, and I know that y'all would do. Um, be safe and happy trails. And hope y'all come by Roberts and see this reporter on the air. Thank you.